In football, speed and skill stand out. But true greatness comes from football IQ, the ability to see ahead, make smart decisions, and shape the game before the ball arrives. In this episode, Football IQ, how to read the game like a pro, we explore how the smartest players, not just the strongest control, matches through awareness, anticipation, and understanding. Let's dive into the brain behind the boots, where intelligence meets instinct.
Welcome back to The Deep Dive. Today we're looking at what feels like a hidden superpower in football. Seriously.
Something beyond just pure speed or strength.
Exactly. It's that thing, that quality that lets certain players almost, slow the game down, control things without being the fastest guy out there.
Yeah, making smart plays, being one step ahead.
Precisely. And our mission today is to really dive deep into this idea called football IQ. We're drawing a lot from some excellent material from the Coaches Hub.
Great stuff there.
And this isn't about just like raw talent you're born with. It's about understanding how you turn skill into actual tactical smarts on the pitch.
Right. It's the real differentiator at the top level, isn't it? I mean, physical ability gets you in the door.
Sure.
But it's the mental processing, the decision-making under pressure that defines the truly great players. Some players just seem to have all the time in the world.
Yeah, even when everything's frantic around them.
They're not physically quicker, usual. They're just thinking quicker. They're earlier.
Okay, earlier. Let's dig into that. We throw around football IQ a lot, but what is it fundamentally? If we want to train it, we need to nail it down.
Okay, so football IQ is basically a player's ability to see the game, understand what's happening, and then influence it. Using their brain, their awareness, their anticipation.
Not just their feet or their lungs.
Exactly. It's intelligence guiding the physical actions.
Yeah.
And the Coaches Hub stuff breaks it down nicely into trainable parts. It's not just some vague idea.
Good. Let's break those down then, the core components. It has to start with just seeing things, right? Awareness.
Awareness, yeah, that's the foundation. Gathering information. It's about seeing the space, checking for teammates, opponents, assessing how much time you have.
Like taking mental snapshots constantly.
Kinda, yeah. Continuous snapshots. If you're not aware, nothing else really works.
Okay, so awareness feeds directly into the next bit. Anticipation. This feels more active.
It is. Anticipation is where the really smart players shine. It's not just reacting to the ball, it's reading the cues.
Like body language.
Or the flight of the ball. Exactly. The opponent's stance, a defensive shift. You predict where the ball will go. And what the other team wants to do, it's turning those snapshots into a little mental movie of the next few seconds.
So you can get there first or cut out the danger.
Precisely. You position yourself before it happens.
Right. So you've seen it, awareness, you've predicted it, anticipation. Now comes the action bit, decision-making, choosing the best option.
And choosing it at the right moment. Pass, dribble, shoot, tackle, whatever the best choice is, right then. Not too early, not too late.
And linking all that is the big picture stuff, tactical understanding.
Yeah, the framework. Knowing your role in the system, your responsibilities, the team shape, how the coach wants you to play. You can be aware, anticipate, make a great decision.
But if it goes against the team plan?
It's wasted. Or worse, it causes problems elsewhere. It all has to fit together.
So the main idea here is that the best players aren't just in the game, they're playing ahead of it. Their impact isn't just when they have the ball.
It's the seconds before they get it and the seconds after they release it. That's where the magic often happens.
And you mentioned this is more crucial now than ever.
Absolutely. Modern football basically demands it. 3 big reasons why IQ is king now.
Okay, first one you touched on, the game is faster.
Yeah, and it's not just running speed. It's the speed of thought required. High presses, quick transitions, they force you to solve problems instantly.
No time to dwell on the ball.
None. If you only react after you get the ball, you're likely losing it or making a poor choice. IQ gives you that split second of calm, that clarity to execute under fire.
Okay. And second, you said physical gifts are common now, so margins are smaller.
Right. Technical skill like passing, control, shooting.
Right.
It's incredibly high across the board in top leagues. Everyone's good.
So technique doesn't separate players as much.
Less and less. The mental side, that's where the real edge is. A quick read, anticipating a pass, avoiding one crucial mistake per game. That's what wins things now, more than just raw power.
Makes sense. And the third point ties into tactics. Team play is everything.
Football's so systematic now. It's about units working together, not just individuals. High IQ players make the team tick. They connect things, they see the bigger picture, they cover for teammates, they link defense to attack, they understand how their movement affects everyone else. They bring order to the chaos.
Right, they're like the glue. Okay, this all sounds great, but maybe a bit abstract. The Coaches Hub stuff gets practical, though, right? How do you actually develop this IQ for coaches or players listening?
Yeah, absolutely. It's trainable. Let's get into the how-to.
First up, something simple but maybe not easy. Action step 1. Scan constantly. Just look around more.
It sounds basic, but it's fundamental and often done badly. Top players are scanning, like, every couple of seconds. Seriously.
When?
Before they receive the ball, crucial.
Yeah.
Right after they pass it. Even when they're just moving into space.
Why so often?
You're building that 3D mental map, updating it constantly. So when the ball arrives, you already know where the pressure is, where the space is, where the best pass is. You don't need that extra lookup time.
Okay, how do you train that so it becomes automatic, not forced?
Constraints in training are key. Things like directional rondos, where you have to play a specific way based on a signal you scanned for earlier.
Forcing the look.
Exactly. Or a simple rule like no first touch unless you've scanned in the last 2 seconds. It builds the habit under pressure.
Okay, scanning. What's next? Action step 2. Play with purpose. Every touch, every run needs a reason.
Yes. Beyond just completing a pass or running into space, smart players ask, what does my run create for someone else? Or is this pass helping my teammate attack space or just giving them the ball?
So, thinking about the effect of the action on the team.
Precisely. It's about influencing the team structure positively.
And training tips for that. More constraints.
Definitely. Forget just passing around cones. Small-sided games with rules like score within 6 passes or both wingers must touch the ball in the build-up. It forces purposeful, calculated play.
Got it. Number 3 is something everyone can do. Action step 3. Watch football differently.
Yes. This is huge. Stop just following the ball like most fans do.
Because that only shows you what just happened.
Exactly. To build IQ, watch the players off the ball. Watch their positioning, their movement before the action. Try to predict what happens next.
Like using those tactical camera angles.
Perfect for it. Pause the game. Ask yourself, why did that defender step out then? Why did the midfielder drop there? You're analyzing choices, training your anticipation.
Okay. Step 4 gets back to the team aspect. Understand your role and everyone else's.
You need to know how the whole machine works, not just your part. A center back needs to understand the midfielder's job. A winger needs to know when the fullback needs cover.
So you can anticipate their movements and cover gaps, or combine effectively.
Yes. It allows for seamless adjustments. You cover for a teammate maybe even before they realize they're out of position, because you understand the overall structure.
Right. And the final step, maybe the toughest but most rewarding. Action step 5. Review your own games.
Self-reflection, using video, it's non-negotiable for rapid improvement, but it needs structure.
Not just, I played all right.
No way. Use tools like Huddle, VO, whatever you have. Focus on the decision, not just the technical execution or the outcome. Ask sharp questions.
Like what?
Like, okay, at that moment I chose to pass wide. What space did that close down centrally? Or did I spot the trigger for their press early enough, or was I just reacting? Analyzing the why behind your actions. That's where the growth is.
Okay, that's a solid playbook. Now let's bring this to life. The sources mention specific players who mastered these things.
Yeah, looking at the greats really shows how these components combine.
Let's start with the obvious one for space and timing. Andres Iniesta.
Ah, Iniesta. Master of that pre-touch awareness. He wasn't lightning quick, but defenders couldn't get near him.
Why was that?
Before the ball even arrived, he'd scanned. His body was shaped perfectly to receive, protect, and play the next pass. He'd already decided. It eliminated that decision-making moment while under pressure. He manipulated defenders into opening the exact lane he wanted.
Incredible. Okay, defensively. The sources point to Virgil van Dijk.
Van Dijk is all about defensive anticipation. His greatness isn't just his speed to recover, although he has that.
It's that he often doesn't need to recover.
Exactly. He reads the opponent's intention. Where's the pass likely going? Is the striker shaping to turn? He solves the problem mentally, seconds before it fully develops. Makes defending look almost calm.
He neutralizes danger early.
Yeah.
Okay, and a fascinating one. Thomas Mueller, the Raumduder.
The space interpreter.
Yeah.
Mueller is pure attacking IQ. His movement looks almost random sometimes.
It's not.
Not at all. It's calculated. He doesn't just run into obvious open space. He runs into awkward spaces, spaces between defenders, spaces that force the defense to react or shift awkwardly.
Creating space for others by his movement.
That's it. He disrupts a whole defensive structure.
Yeah.
It's not just about him scoring. It's about manipulating the defense for the team's benefit.
Clever. And one more, the controller, İlkay Gündoğan.
Gündoğan represents adaptive intelligence, tempo control. He knows exactly when to slow the game down, draw opponents out.
And then when to suddenly accelerate or make that late run into the box.
Precisely. He reads the game state perfectly. That's why he fits into different systems so well. He understands how to manage the rhythm of the match.
So, looking at these players, it's clear IQ isn't one single thing. Okay, let's shift back to the coaches. The Coaches Hub material stresses it's not about lectures, right? It's the environment.
Absolutely. You can't just tell players to be smarter. You create conditions where they have to be. It starts with game-based training.
Replacing old school drills with small-sided games.
Mostly, yeah. Games with specific rules, constraints. They replicate the decision density of a real match. You're forced to think, anticipate, decide, constantly. Way more effective than static drills.
And what about pressure? Scenario training.
Crucial for mental resilience. You have to practice making decisions under stress.
Like defending a lead late in the game. Or playing a man down.
Exactly. Recreate those high-stakes moments in training. Manage the last 5 minutes. Deal with tactical shifts when fatigued. It trains the brain to stay clear under pressure.
And a big one for the coaches themselves. Empower thinking. Move away from just giving orders.
Yes. Encourage players to problem solve. Ask them questions. What if they switch formations now? What's the consequence if our fullback pushes high here?
Building their confidence to interpret the game themselves.
That's the key. Ownership. When they figure it out, it sticks. It moves beyond just following instructions.
And that ties into the self-review part. The Coaches Hub says players leading their own video analysis is powerful.
Hugely powerful. When a player has to articulate why they made a choice, good or bad, looking at the footage themselves, the learning accelerates massively. Much more than a coach just pointing things out. It builds accountability and deep understanding.
Okay, so wrapping this up. The core message from all this seems clear. The truly game-changing players, the most valuable ones, are the smartest ones.
They are. They anticipate, they create time, they make teammates better through their intelligence. Training the mind needs the same focus as training the body.
It's about anticipation, not just reaction.
And maybe a final thought, extending this beyond football. Think about high-pressure situations in your own life. Work, negotiations, deadlines.
Yeah.
It's rarely brute force or just flashy skills that get the best outcome, is it?
Yeah.
It's almost always the smartest choice, the one that was anticipated.
Seeing the angles, reading the room.
Exactly. Scanning your environment, predicting what's next, choosing optimally. That's the core skill. It separates good from great everywhere.
That's a fantastic way to frame it. Embrace the details, think ahead, maybe find your inner realm tutor in whatever you do. Start scanning for those hidden opportunities.
Well put.
That was our deep dive into football IQ, drawing from the Coaches Hub. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us on the Coaches Hub podcast powered by Soccer Profile. Remember, talent might get you noticed, but intelligence keeps you ahead. Every scan, every decision, every moment of awareness builds your edge. If you're serious about unlocking that next level, dive deeper into the Coaches Hub, where learning never stops and great players become great thinkers. Explore more at www.soccer-profile.com. Until next time, keep training your mind, not just your body, and play the game one step ahead.